Hey guys, first of all I'm sorry if I look really tired. I'm filming this at night time because I'm currently in the middle of my A-level exams, so I have literally no free time apart from the time when I sleep, so that's why I'm looking like this. But anyway, you're not here to hear my life story, you're here to see me do some makeup. So I recently posted a picture on Twitter and a lot of you said you'd like me to do a video where I show you the makeup look that I was wearing. So without further ado, let's go! So first of all, the foundation that I used was the Rimmel London Match Perfection foundation, and this is in the shade Ivory, and I'm using a damp Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge to apply this. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain, by the way. There's currently a thunderstorm going on outside. I really like this foundation. It gives you a really healthy glow without looking too dewy, and as well it feels really light on the skin, like you can't feel that you're wearing foundation at all with this. But it has quite a good coverage too. So for me, it's like best of both worlds, really. My skin isn't too great at the minute, and I wasn't sure why, but then I realised exams, stressful time, stressful skin. I'm going to quickly bronze my face. I wouldn't usually do this yet, but I'm sick of looking in the viewfinder and seeing like a ghostly figure. So to bronze my face, I'm using the Bourjois Paris bronzing powder. This is like the chocolate one. I've had it for ages. As you can see, I've used a lot of it. Right, so now I'm looking a little bit more bronzed. I'm going to go on and do my eyeshadow. As I'm sure you all know by now, I'm not the best at eyeshadow. But recently I've been using tape. I use masking tape instead of like regular sellotape because I've just found that it's a lot easier to work with. I'm going to zoom you in a bit to do this. Right, so first of all, I'm going to put a bit of concealer on my eyelids. I'm using this as a primer today. I'm then going to take my first bit of tape and put this under my eye. I know lots of people do eyeshadow before any foundation because the tape takes it off, but I just find that a really weird order to do it in. I just can't get my head around it, so I'm just going to deal with the patch. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using today is the Revolution Fortune Favours the Brave palette, and I'm going to be using this shade in my crease, which is called Caffeine Fix. I'm using the really small Real Techniques accent brush to do this, so I'm just going to put that on my outer V. Don't panic when it looks like this. I'm going to blend it out with the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. So for the most part, I have now blended that out. I am going to go ahead and put this shade, which is called Glimmer, all over my lid. And to do this, I'm using the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. Then if I feel like I need to blend them out a bit more, I will just go ahead and do that. I also love the big mirrors that come with the Makeup Revolution palettes. They are so handy. And then in my inner corners, I'm going to put a bit of this shade, which is called Ice Cloud. And this is going to really help to brighten up my eyes. I'm then also going to use my tape to do my winged liner. The winged liner is the one that I always use. It is the L'Oreal Super Liner Perfect Slim. Absolutely love this liner. The tip of it is really tiny, which makes it really precise, and generally it's really easy to work with. So if you're not too great at doing winged liner, get yourself some tape, get yourself one of these, and it will go to plan. I promise you. See? Easy as pie. They're never going to look exactly the same, so that's good enough for me. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off. You might want to blend the edges of your eyeshadow a little bit, depending on how it's come out. So now that I have done my eyeshadow, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I know this is in a bit of a weird order, I'm sorry about that. And I always use the same brow products. You will have heard me talk about this a million times by now, but I use a damp Real Techniques detailer brush. I do actually want to change over to using their Bold Metals angled liner brush. I then use my trusty Collection Work the Colour eyebrow kit. This is the blonde one, and I use the middle shade, as I'm sure you all know by now. And I just begin to fill in the more sparse areas of my brows. I then dampen my brush again and go around the edge of my brows to neaten them up. And use a little bit of Benefit's Gimme Brow Brow Gel in the shade Light to Medium. And then if I feel it needs it, I will also use a bit of concealer around the edge of my brow. And then on my brow bone, I'm actually going to take a bit more of this shade Ice Cloud from this eyeshadow palette because I feel like that's just going to tie the whole look together a bit more, and obviously it highlights my brow bone at the same time. It looks like if unicorns had brow bones, it would look like that. Usually I would do both brows at the same time, but I wanted to show you the difference it makes. I'm genuinely so happy with the eyebrow products that I've found. I definitely recommend any of these products, especially the eyebrow kit from Collection. It's so cheap and it's hands down the best eyebrow product I've ever used. Now I've got to try and do the other one, wish me luck. This eyebrow never goes as well. It's like a problematic child is having a teenage rebellion, so please ignore that. But anyway, now that my eyebrows are done, I'm going to conceal because I just realised I haven't done that yet. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Everyone raves about it. Everyone has reason to rave about it. It's amazing. So I'm going to put this under my extremely tired eyes in a sort of triangle shape, sort of not. As long as you attempt it, that's alright. Around the edge of my nose and on any spots that I have. Like I said, my skin is quite bad. These aren't all spots, by the way. This is to highlight my nose. On my chin, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm just going to use the Real Techniques contour brush to blend that in. And then under my eyes, because it's a slightly smaller brush, I'm using the Real Techniques Bold Metals 200 brush. This is also the time where you can fill in the patch that your tape left. Now I'm going to contour my cheekbones. In the look that I'm recreating, I went for quite bold cheekbones. So I'm using Benefit's Hoola Bronzer, and I'm going to apply this with the brush that comes with it. I'm also going to put a little bit down at the sides of my nose and along the top of my forehead and then under my jawline. And I'm then using the Real Techniques 103 brush to blend this out. So now that I have contoured, I'm going to do my mascara finally. The mascara that I'm using is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. When I first tried this, I didn't like it at all. But after I'd had it for a while, I tried it again and I liked it. Why is that with mascaras? Why do you have to leave them for a bit? Usually I would curl my lashes as well, but I forgot to get them before I sat down to film this video, so there's that. Luckily my eyelashes have a bit of a natural curl to them anyway, so I can get away with not using an eyelash curler. So that is the first coat of mascara done. I'm just going to dry it off just a tad. Come on little lashes. And then go in with the second coat. I'm now going to powder my entire face. To powder, I'm using the Rimmel London Clear Complexion Powder. This is a really lightweight powder, so with the foundation, which also feels really light, you really can't feel that you're wearing any makeup with this look, which I really like especially in summer. I've got through 3 of these powders now. I absolutely love them, so 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm then going to highlight my cheekbones. I have 3 highlighters, 2 are drugstore and 1 is high-end. I don't particularly like either of my drugstore ones, so for this look I'm going to be using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Highlight. I've had this for ages, as you can tell by the old packaging. This is in the shade Soft and Gentle, and I absolutely swear by this. And I'm going to apply this with the Real Techniques 300 Bold Metals brush. I'm also going to put a little bit of this on the tip of my nose. Cute! And then finally it's time for lips. As you can see, this look consists of quite natural colours like browns, beiges. So on my lips I'm going to be using Dolce K by Kylie. So I'm just going to line my lips with the lip liner. I don't really tend to overline my lips unless I'm feeling brave, and I'm not having a brave day today, so I'm not going to overline them too much. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the lipstick on. Can we just talk about the smell for a minute? So that is the finished look. I really feel like the lipstick brings this entire look together. As soon as I apply it, I just feel like I can conquer the world. So that is my easy, simple little makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers now, and when I hit 100k, I'm going to be doing a very special giveaway, which I'm so excited about, like unbelievably excited. So if you haven't, please do subscribe and tell your friends, tell your fam, tell your pets, and you could be the winner of something very, very special. And surprise, I actually have a little bonus video going up again on Saturday, so be sure to come back to my channel on Saturday and you can catch that. Oh my god, the thunder is interrupting my outro, can you not? But for now, thanks for watching and I will see you on Saturday. Bye!